Today I'm taking a look at the Decerk 21-volt brushless half-inch impact driver kit. This is a fairly heavy box. So we got our instructions. It does say with no load. We have 3 different speeds on here. That is 1500, 2000, and 2500. And those settings can also change the impacts per minute. We got 1500, 1800, and 2100. More importantly, the maximum breakaway torque is 650 foot-pounds. So just to put that in perspective, a typical lug nut is going to be right around 100 foot-pounds. So one thing I really like to see is we have 2 large 4 amp hour batteries in this kit. That's interesting. And they have indicators on both sides, which is something you don't normally see on batteries. But they do both come fully charged. And we can see that as a 4 amp hour 21 volt battery. There is a nice rubber texture all the way around on the bottom. There's a standard clip style lock. That's interesting, so that actually activates the light as well. And we have 2 contacts and 2 contacts per contact. We got a battery charger. It has LED indicator lights on the front. It says that can input 100 or 240 volts, so it's good for international or domestic, and it outputs 2 amps at 21.5 volts. We got a couple of sockets, 17, 19, 21, 22, and 24. They're all 6-point. They're all drilled out in the corner, so it's going to be good for off-corner loading, and they are all deep well sockets. You can also see it actually has a hole going all the way through, so if we want to, we could use a pin and O-ring with this socket. Looks like we also got an extension, and we got a belt clip. So here is the impact. So one thing I really like to see about it right now is that it is a fairly short impact. That's going to be good if you need to fit this into a tighter area. You can also see on the back this is brushless, which is excellent. That means that the battery is going to last longer, it's going to have more power, and it's not going to produce that smoke smell that you sometimes get with brushed motors. So this back plate is plastic. This is a rubber coating right here on the top. This is plastic, this is metal, and then we got a rubber boot right here on the front. The handle is rubber. It feels very nice in the hand. We got our forward and reverse, and we got a fairly smooth feeling trigger. On the bottom we do have an LED light so we can see what we're doing, and we have our different settings right there. Okay, so I do like to see that the LED light stays on even if we're not pulling the trigger. I've seen a lot of them where the LED only turns on while you're pulling the trigger. Can also see that the anvil on here, it's a 1/2-inch drive, but it also has that hole in the middle. If you line up that socket, you can see we can drop a pin in there, and we can put no ring on there to make sure this doesn't come off. So I do have 3 settings. We got low, medium, and high. For reverse, that's excellent. So this does actually have a brake on it. So what that's going to do is it's going to break free whatever that bolt is, and then instead of driving this thing back into your face, it's going to automatically stop. So I love seeing that they got that on reverse. And it looks like we actually got an option for full speed reverse. So if we just want to run that thing out, we can do that. Cool. And then we got a spot on the side where we can hang our hanging hook so that we can clip this guy onto our belt if we need to climb up a ladder or something like that. We got a spot on both sides, and we got a tether point on the back. Yeah. Awesome. So that's a nice heavy duty impact. I'm happy with that.